This long-awaited event is finally here. Lydian World comes to America. Join us in Atlanta, Georgia, April 23rd, 2022 at the fabulous Georgia Aquarium Oceans Ballroom. Hear inspiring messages from our chairman of the board, Mr. Josip Haidt, our corporate advisor, Dirk Zalman, and our CTO, Alex Cochendo. Be inspired by global leaders from around the world. Enjoy lunch catered by Wolfgang Puck. Celebrate top achievers. Get a discount on ticket purchases to the Georgia Aquarium and get a chance to win a trip to our corporate event in Dubai. This prize includes airfare and hotel accommodations. There will be 6 lucky winners. We look forward to seeing you in Atlanta.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you live. Thank you for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon on this episode of Daniel's Den. Listen, we're going to talk about taking a step, all right? And there's 2 focuses with what I'm going to bring today, tonight, this afternoon, just depending on where you're at in this awesome, awesome world we live in. Once again, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you to share some great content, right? We just got off of a wonderful training with Mr. Mike Johnson, the numbers gentleman. Love hearing from that gentleman. He's just an amazing individual, just pouring into people, right? So here, let's chat a little bit. Taking a step, all right? I'm going to share with you guys a quote that I shared earlier today on my Facebook page, and then I'll chat with you a little bit about what I'm chatting about today, right? So this amazing thought came to mind, so I had to share it with everybody. I said, when you take one step towards your dreams, you will feel empowered. Take one step. You know, winning one day, winning one moment, winning one moment is very, very important. And it is very empowering. Okay. Ask me how I know, right? But it's very empowering. It puts you in the right state of mind. It keeps you in the right state of mind, right? And of course, you want to be in that peak state throughout the day as much as possible. And what I mean by that is continually to focus on your goal and your dream, continuing to have an attitude of gratitude, continuing to be in a positive mindset as much as possible. Yes, life is going to happen. Dirt will get thrown on you. Rain will fall, right? It falls on everybody, just, unjust. That's just how life is, right? But I want you to focus in on when you take that one step, how do you feel? I mean, you really do feel empowered, right? And you are empowered because you're moving towards your golden dream. And when you take action When you take a step, when you take action, something happens, right? Something special happens because you're out of that world of procrastination. You're removing yourself away from being stagnant. You're moving towards that goal and dream. No matter how small the step is, I encourage you to take a step. All right. So that is the slight or part one of taking a step. And then I'm going to get even more specific on what step I believe and I know everybody on the side of my voice should take. Okay. So let's make a little bit of a switch, or not really a switch, another viewpoint, right? Because it's very good to look at things from different points of view, right? I'm reading an amazing book called How Rich People Think. And you can tell I'm all up in this book, right? By Stephen Seabold. It's one of the amazing books that one of our millionaire mentors recommended, and it's very impactful, right? Now, one of the things he talks about is being a linear thinker. What is a linear thinker? And you know what? It's a person who's going to focus in on only exchanging time to create cash flow, right? Only exchanging time to create cash flow. So he says it like this: to a linear thinker, time is traded for money, which means the only way I can earn money is to work more hours. Now, in this illustration, Steven Stebo is comparing, and I love this book because he forces you to look at both points of view. He forces you to look at what a middle class person thinks, and he forces you to look at and contrast how a wealthy, successful person thinks, or even someone in a world class thought process, right? So he's got those contrasting thoughts, and you can see them and you can evaluate them, right? Ooh, talking about Think and Grow Rich. I was chatting with someone about Think and Grow Rich earlier. Thinking and growing rich is what you need to do, right? It's not work and grow rich, right? It's not labor and grow rich. It is think and grow rich. Oh my gosh, there's so much in that, right? All right. So if you have the mindset of a linear thinker, right, you have to exchange time to create cash flow, right? And it puts you in a situation where you're at a disadvantage, right? So let me segue into what I mean about taking a step. This is another layer in terms of what we're talking about tonight, which is very, very important because it's a wealth building principle. And I will let you know that that amazing event that we just showed you, it is sold out. We told you it was going to sell out, and it is sold out. But we still encourage you to come to Atlanta. I'll share a little bit more about that in a moment. But let me get back to my content. I'm very excited about that event and being able to connect with our millionaire mentors, several millionaire mentors, along with our billionaire chairman of the board, right? So here, as I was talking about linear thinking, right? If you're a linear thinker, you are probably right here on the left side of the cash flow quadrant. You're an employee, you're exchanging your time for money, or you're self-employed. Same thing though, you're exchanging your time for money. Now, as a self-employed individual, yes, you're going to be creating more income, right? Absolutely. You're going to be creating more income, but once again, you are trading your time. You are a linear thinker. So you're on the left side of this cash flow quadrant due to what Steven Seabold just said. You're a linear thinker. So you're saying time is traded for money. So all I can do to earn more money is to work more hours. Now, that's one way of thinking, right? Now, if you contrast that way of thinking to what the wealthy are doing, the wealthy are on this right side of the cash flow quadrant. And Steven Seabold says most wealthy people are not working, listen to the verbiage, working to create cash flow. They're moving towards this right side of the cash flow quadrant. They have a business system that is creating the cash flow for them, right? And when they create profits, now they start taking those profits and moving it towards investor, right? Or as I like to say to an insider, because Robert Kiyosaki used that phrase also, they take information that they've learned and they leverage it and take action on that information, and that information creates results for them. So they're leveraging a business system, they're leveraging their cash flow, their profits, they're leveraging the ideas of other people. They're leveraging the information that they hear from other people, right? They're shifting. What did they do? They took a step away from being a linear thinker where it's you have to exchange your time to create cash flow. They moved away from that and moved to the right. So I am encouraging everybody under the sound of my voice today, tonight, this afternoon to take a step towards being a business owner and an investor, or using information to create more cash flow for you, right? Now, what's beautiful about what we're sharing with you today, tonight, this afternoon, is that I can confidently share with you and tell you that when you take that step with us, you can take a step to the right side of the cash flow quadrant at one step, move to tapping into a business system and tapping into becoming an investor where your money is working for you. I love what Miss Logan said earlier today, and what one of our mentors mentioned is that when your money is working for you, it never gets tired. It never calls out sick, right? Because the money doesn't sleep. You can put your money to work and leverage that money, right? Make that money duplicate itself. All right. So, two parts to what we're talking about today, tonight, this afternoon. Take a step towards becoming a wealth building thinker, right? Take a step to the right side of the cash flow quadrant with the person who's sharing this content with you. Get back with them, get your free registration completed. And then when you do that, you can take that step towards becoming a business owner and leveraging and tapping into taking your money and moving it so it can go to work as opposed to you going to work. All right. So listen, as I mentioned, a linear thinker. Don't be a linear thinker. Take a step into building wealth to the right. Steven Siebold, I love this because he's always contrasting the thought processes of wealthy people and middle class people. So you have those contrasting thoughts and you can build on the right side of the cash flow quadrant, right? All right, let me stop pretending to be calm because I'm definitely not calm. So listen, point blank, you get back with the person sharing this content with you, you get your free registration completed, you jump in with a $33 membership. The membership opens up all of those avenues, right, that we just talked about, where you can tap into being a business owner and having your money work for you. So notice the two other steps that I would encourage you to take is acquire assets. We have nothing for you to spend money on. When you spend money, you move it away from yourself and it never comes back. It goes towards a liability. It goes towards something that has no way of creating any passive residual income at all. It's just throwing that money into something that's gone, right? Acquiring a potential asset means that you moved your money towards yourself. You moved your money towards yourself. You told your money, go and grow. You told your money, get to work. You told your money, don't be lazy, right? Thank you for that, Kevin Millender. And I know Kevin Millender is sharing this on his page. So get back to Kevin Millender and jump in to that right side of the cash flow quadrant, which he is absolutely in, right? And then you can choose to share this information with others. Listen, that's optional. It's up to you if you want to share and help others, right? But once you taste and see, once you have a experience with creating passive residual income, your mindset of being a linear thinker will never be the same. You will never be able to just be a linear thinker again after having an experience with the right side of the cash flow quadrant. All right, so I encourage everybody in the sound of my voice, take those action steps. Get back with the person who's sharing this content with you. Move towards taking the step for your financial freedom and time freedom, right? Take that step. Move away from being a linear thinker. Yes, That's what we were introduced to for the most part, unless you had a wealthy individual, a successful entrepreneur sharing with you key things. You probably were trained and shared a linear thinking point of view, right? You had that point of view. You said, I had to exchange time to create income. So let me go back to school so that I can exchange my time, but I can get more for my time, right? Nothing wrong with the job. Nobody's knocking a job here. We're just sharing with you that when you make that shift over to moving from a linear thinker to becoming a wealth thinker, you can take that step today by getting your free registration completed and then knocking out your $33 membership. Yeah, I did say taste to see. Yep. Because once you have an experience, like our amazing mentors have said multiple times, once you have an experience with something, you are not at the mercy of someone's theory or someone else's idea. You already have that concrete experience within your grasp, right? So thank you everybody for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. Absolutely. We want to help you shift towards being a business owner and investor, using your money to make more money, using information and acting on that information to empower yourself financially, tapping into financial freedom. Guess what? Building wealth happens on the right side of the cash flow quadrant. I've been very thankful and blessed to share that cash flow quadrant in several different ways. I'm going to continue to do it, and this was another creative way to view it or come towards it. So I encourage you to take that step. This is a conversation that we can never have enough. Read Robert Kiyosaki's most latest book called Fake. I was having a conversation earlier today with someone that just re-sparked and ignited me. Hey, listen, you got to read books. You want to be surrounded by wealth ideas. Okay, you want to be surrounded by wealth ideas. This is Think and Grow Rich, a Black choice. I have yet to crack this open, but that's No Excuses by Brian Tracy. The Richest Man in Babylon. You got to get this. There's so many different success principles that run through these amazing books. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. I encourage you, take that step. Get back with the person who's sharing this content with you. The event that I shared with you earlier is sold out. Okay, we have completely sold out of that event for the Lydian World Tour. If you don't know what that's about, get back with the person sharing this content with you. I would still encourage anybody that is close to Atlanta or around Atlanta, be in the vicinity. All right. It is sold out, but you want to kind of be in an area where you could glean from successful individuals. There's going to be a minimum. There's probably going to be more, but I'm lowballing it. There's a minimum of 7 millionaires that are going to be physically in the place. And our chairman of the board with the shades is a successful entrepreneur in the tune of being a billionaire. So do what you can to be in the vicinity of this Georgia Aquarium, and you can maybe get a glimpse of these amazing individuals so that you don't miss out on hearing from these sharp individuals. If you create or want to create financial freedom, you want to surround yourself by people who have already attained that goal so you could glean from them and catch what they are putting down. All right. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Everybody have a good day, night, afternoon. We will see you on the next live stream. All right. Have a good night, guys. Get back with the person sharing this content with you right away. If that person is me, go right to y1income.com. Get that free registration knocked out. And this is our schedule of live events online through our Wealth Builders Worldwide support team. Take a screenshot of that. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out today, tonight. I will go ahead and close out now. All right. Have a good day, guys.